There were cards coming out of Invasion of Vengeance, or Invasion Vengeance if that's the name that you prefer, even though I prefer the OCG name over this one. But still, we have Subterror cards, and that is actually something really cool, because I actually like the Subterror archetype quite a bit. I just wish that there were more cards, and we got them! So let's just jump right into it. So the first card we have here is Subterror Behemoth Ultimathus. It is a level 12 Earth Pyro type flip effect monster with 3000 attack and 1800 defense. The stats on this card aren't that relevant, but this is the first level or level 12 flip effect monster, by the way. I also think it's the first level 12 Pyro monster, but I'm not actually sure, unless this was like some prize card that I don't actually know about. But the fact is, you can change all face-up monsters you control face down defense position. You can only use this effect monster position. Basically, you can change everything else face down. You're basically giving everything else stealth bird effect, so to flip face down. So that's pretty good. When a face-up monster you control is flipped face down, if you control no face-up monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Once per turn, you can change this card to face-down defense position. So, basically, it's allowing you to summon this card essentially for free, and then just summoning a 3K beat stick. Although it is in defense modes, and the defense on this card is pretty lackluster, but I think this is a decent card. Having the ability to just flip them all down, I think is really good for the Subterrors at least. It's also really good if you're trying to build that Subterror Shadal archetype and Subterror Ghost Trick archetype, because those decks are actually really good. The next card is Subterror Nemesis Archer. It is a level 3 Earth Fairy type effect monster with 1600 attack and 1400 stats, 1400 defense. The stats on this card are really good. It's a level 3 monster. The stats are really, really, really good. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks an opponent's monster's face-down defense position and you control another Subterror monster, you can shuffle that card into your opponent's deck. So basically what this means is you attack in anything, you play Book of Eclipse with this deck, you attack into their face down monster, it gets shuffled. It doesn't immediately die without flipping face up in damage calculations. But that's already implied. It doesn't flip them face up. It just puts them back into the deck. So that's pretty good. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Subterror monster from your deck in face up or face down defense position. You can only use this effect once a turn. So if this card happens to die somehow, you can just basically summon the 3000 beat stick that we just talked about, so that's pretty good. I think it's a really good effect. Having the ability to just recruit one of them from your deck is really good. I don't think we actually have an effect that's exactly like this, but it's really good. And the next card is Subterror Behemoth Stygo Kraken. It is a level 5 Earth Sea Serpent flip effect monster. They're all going to be flip effects, so I'm not even sure why I'm talking like that. Telling you that the flip effect monsters with 1600 attack and 2400 defense. So the Subterror, this one actually has the stats to back up it being a flip effect monster. With somewhat decent defense. So yeah, the flip effect is you could target set cards on the field equal to them or Subterror Behemoth monsters you control, destroy them. You can only use this effect once a turn. Unfortunately, you have to have Subterror Behemoth monsters, not just Subterror monsters. However, it is decent enough. It's kind of a miniature board clear in a way, but in some cases it's not really going to be that good. You're probably going to get like 1, maybe 2 pops off if you're lucky enough. I still think this is a decent card. That effect is still decent, but I mean it's not as practical as you think it would be. When this face-up card you control is face down, if you control no other cards, no face-up monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand in face-down defense position. Also, once per turn, you can change this face-down defense position. They all have that same effect, so, I'm not going to keep talking about it. And we have a trap card. This is Subterror Behemoth Burrowing. It is a normal trap card. You could banish one Subterror monster from your graveyard for the rest of this turn. Face-down monsters you control cannot be destroyed by a battle or cannot be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent cannot target them with other card effects. So basically, they become Magic Specters because they can't be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects, which is good. I like that effect a lot. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 Subterror monster from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard and then target 1 Subterror monster you control. It changes face down defense position. So these 2 effects are really good. The first one happens if your opponent Twin Twisters your hidden city in this card. And then you get to search out a Subterror monster. And the second effect is really good because it allows you to just set one for free. So like if you've already flipped it up face up, you flipped one up face down, face up, and you want to flip it back face down, you can do that with this card. And also it doesn't have the breakthrough skill clause like the other ones do, so that's really, really good. I think this round of support is actually relatively good. They honestly got a better start than Spirals did, because support staff is not very good in my opinion. However, these rounds of cards are really good. I actually really like the Archer a lot, and I like Stago Kraken, and I also like the Trap a lot as well. But I will be seeing what this deck can do in the future once it gets on, once it gets online. But I will see, it's neither here nor there. Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about these cards in the comment section down below. I will see you in the next video. This has been a Team MenoFO signing off.